Hi, I'm Craig Calhoun, the director of the London School of Economics and Political Science. And this is a terrific place to be because I've spent my whole career in interdisciplinary social science, trying to understand public affairs from different perspectives. One of the things about social science that's exciting is the ability to connect personal experience to big public issues and to connect today's public issues in our countries to what's going on in other places and the history behind those issues. So we think about the financial crisis and we know that it's a problem. We hope that there will be growth, but we don't always connect the big picture of the financial crisis to the individual lives that are changed by it. What happens to older people or to young people? It's different, it's not the same. They may have very different economic positions. Or how does this differ in different countries? How does it look from China? China's not without economic problems of its own, but they're different. They really aren't the same as the ones that have been faced in the United Kingdom or in the US. And social science is a chance to be able to see our problems and our issues through other people's eyes. Social science includes economics, political science, sociology, a range of different fields. And part of what's exciting about social science is connecting these up, so that you can see the social consequences of an economic policy. You can see how cultural change influences the economy. Social science today is under a lot of pressure. Many governments and other funders of science have focused on the contributions technology makes. Medical technology to saving human lives, or computer technology to new kinds of businesses. Technology is very important, shaped our world. Most of this technology is really a part of socio-technical systems. There are human beings using it and they shape what they make of it. But social science faces the challenge of not getting the support it needs to be able to understand those interactions of human beings with the technology or the consequences for our society. Social science also faces the challenge that in many ways the world it studies has gotten more complex. Social science in the past was heavily focused on what went on in individual countries, on the nation state and the way the government and private business in that country worked. Well, increasingly the issues are global, and so social scientists have to work on a global scale. That means they have to connect up with other social scientists. If you want to understand migration, for example, you have to understand the places people are leaving as well as the places they're coming to. And that doubles the amount of work. It may mean you need to know other languages. And the same is true for other issues, for finance and monetary issues. You have to understand different contexts around the world in which the core economic decisions get made, in which everything from employment to credit is organized, and it has local characteristics. The Campaign for Social Science is an effort, first of all, to get social science recognized and get it the resources it needs to do its work. I think there's nobody in leadership positions who doesn't recognize the importance of science, but some people forget the central place of social science as a part of science. Secondly, social science needs to be funded in ways that deal with some of these new problems, like the issue of globalization. If you want to understand the biggest policy questions, like migration issues, like the issues of unemployment, like the issues of technological innovation, you're talking about social science questions. And governments are not always clear how to get the help from social science that they need. The Campaign for Social Science is not just about more money, but about more intelligent relationships between social scientists and the people who make policy. We are in a location, a building right at the center of the British government in Whitehall, at the corridors of power. And we're connected to the government in a way that wouldn't always be the case for social scientists. We are at a meeting of the Campaign for Social Science that is trying to improve the ability of academics, of social scientists, but even more the ability of the government, of policymakers, and of leaders in private business to understand the situation in Britain and in the world. And it's exciting for me to be a part of this in my new home country.